Hello, welcome to the Yarn and Yarns YouTube channel. My name is Angela and all of the places you can find me should be linked in the description box below this video. Thanks for joining me today. I've got a really short one for you today. I had a request to share some more drop spindling here on the channel, so I'm always happy to record while I'm partaking in one of my favourite pursuits, and as luck would have it, I treated myself to a new spindle this week. So I thought this was a good opportunity for me to try out my new spindle and share a little bit of video of me playing around with one of my drop spindles. So I'm trying out a new to me spindle company. This spindle that I purchased is from Northern Spindles, and I'll pop a link to the website below. I'm always on the lookout for new spindle makers here in the UK, and I was hunting around on Instagram. I went down a hashtag rabbit hole, as you do. I was looking at various spindling hashtags, and I saw someone had posted a spindle from Northern Spindles. I'd not heard of them before, but I followed the trail, found their website and decided to purchase this beauty, which is a beech spindle. The wood is beech and it has this beautiful inlaid resin top to the whirl there, and I just fell in love with this beautiful design. This spindle weighs 28 grams. For drop spindling, as a general rule, the lighter the spindle, the more finer yarns you're likely to spin. If you've got a heavyweight spindle, that's great for plying or for spinning chunky weight yarns. So yes, I'm going to give this a whirl for the first time. Pun not intended. This is a top whirl drop spindle, and I have this teeny tiny little sample of fibre that was in a box that was gifted to me by my lovely friend Mandy. Hi Mandy, if you're watching this. And I need a little bit of yellow yarn for another project that I'm working on, and I'm filming a vlog about that project, so I'll talk to you about that another time. But this seemed like all things were coming to alignment. So new spindle, had been asked to share some spinning, and I needed a little sample of yellow yarn. So all of those things have come into alignment to give me the excuse to do a little spinning while I've got the camera on. So oftentimes you'll see people attaching a leader to their spindle to help them get going, which is usually just a piece of spare yarn. I don't tend to do that, mostly because I am a bit lazy and I just want to get going, and I don't have leaders set up on all of my new spindles. So I tend to just pull out a little bit of fibre. Actually, I think even though this is only a little bit, I'm just going to strip it down a little bit. So I've just pulled my fibre in half, and I'm just going to pre-draft it. So I'm just going to tease those fibres apart a little bit to make it easier for me when I'm spinning. My hands don't have to contend with doing everything at once if I just pre-draft a little bit, and I find that a little bit of pre-drafting makes for a more consistent yarn. So I'm just going to grasp this fibre onto my hook and manually twist the hook a few times, and already you can see if I give that a tug, that's pretty strong, it's not going anywhere. Start putting a bit more twist and get spinning. I don't really worry about the sort of consistency of thickness at the start of my spin, because really I just want to establish some strength in that fibre to get me started. Once I've spun up a little bit of the fibre, so I've got a bit that's got some good strength in there, I'm just going to place my thumb against the shaft of the spindle and start wrapping that round. Make sure I encase that end so that it's nice and securely wound onto my spindle, and then bring that up around the spindle, and I'm ready to go. I do have a few other short clips of how to get going if you want to start with drop spindling. I know I did a video during one of my vlogtobers where I filmed a few different sections of me getting going on a drop spindle, so I'll try and link that below. It'll be in my spinning playlist if I forget to link it. But yeah, if you're interested in the steps to sort of get going and me taking you through that in a more organised way, then I would say check out my video linked below. But I'm just going to spin away for a little bit. Not entirely sure what that footage is going to look like. Hopefully there's something I can use there. It took me a minute to get into this little sample. The staple length was quite long compared to the other spins that I've got going on at the moment, so it took me a minute to get into the rhythm of it, but once I got used to holding my hands a little bit further apart than I have been for my other current spins, it was absolutely fine to spin up. So I've got this nice little sample and I'm just going to quickly two-ply it back on itself for a really quick little sample of finished yarn, and I'm not going to do anything fancy to get myself going, as this is probably less than 5 grams of fibre. All I'm going to do is wrap it around my hands in order to ply it, so I want to have access to both ends of the yarn. So I'm just pinching this between my thumb and forefinger, and then I'm going to start wrapping this around the palm of my hand, not too tightly of course. I don't know if you can see, so I've still got the one end. Just got a light grip on my spindle now. I'm kind of using my hand here to wind this off. So I've started to ply my two ends of my spun singles together. So I'm just spinning in the opposite direction to which I made my singles. So I spun my singles in the clockwise direction. I'm going to spin anti-clockwise now to twist the fibres together. I'm just going to put a bit of twist into spindle, and then I'm just gently pulling off the yarn from the palm of my hand and letting the twist travel up to ply these together. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be for you to see what I'm doing, but I've got my yarn around the centre of my hands, and I've got this loop where the sort of two strands are coming together. When I flick my spindle anti-clockwise, I'm going to sort of be bringing my fingers in and out of the centre of this loop that I've made, in order for the ends to be able to come together and twist together. It'll make sense when you're doing it. I wouldn't recommend this technique for plying more than a few grams of fibre. If you're going to ply more than a few, then wind up into a centre pull ball, or split your fibre across two bobbins. But for plying a really small sample of fibre, this is just a really quick and easy way to do it without needing any extra equipment. Twist, and bringing my fingers through, back, through, back, through, back. Just keep repeating that process until all of your singles are plied. And there we go, a teeny tiny sample of fibre all spun and plied up on my new spindle. It spins really lovely. It's a nice light spindle. It doesn't spin for the longest time, but you get a really good amount of twist, and it's really easy to use. For the first time of using this spindle, I haven't really had to do anything much to get used to it at all. I've just been able to pick it up and spin with it. So I'm really happy with my first purchase from Northern Spindles. I'll definitely check out their shop again in the future. So that's it, just a little bit of drop spinning from me today in my garden. I hope the background noises haven't been too distracting. But thanks for joining me, thanks for keeping me company. If you've got any suggestions for things that you'd like to see me pop up on the channel in the future, then please do let me know. I'll be back again with more videos soon, so I hope you will join me for that. But until we get to spend time together again, I hope you get to do some of the things that you enjoy. Great big woolly hugs to you all. Bye for now.